You know what? I've had just about enough of Final Fantasy XIII, so I'm just gonna stop playing the game. I'm done. I'm done losing to these freaking stupid monsters that I'm fighting for no reason. I'm done subjecting myself to this crap, and I just can't take it anymore. So, I'm just gonna go on YouTube. There's some guy who posted the Shattered Element. Thank you, the Shattered Element. Here's a shout out to you for posting each individual video of each individual cutscene. On YouTube, because I'm just gonna steal those and put them in my video. Sorry if I'm taking it from you, whatever. I'm gonna put proper credits to you. But yeah, I'm just done with this. And don't think this means that I didn't get through the whole game, so therefore my hypothesis is wrong about you not needing to upgrade your weapons or anything. The only reason I couldn't get through is because it's stupid Fal'Cie and stupid monsters. I just don't have the time for this shit. And I could grind and do all this other level bullshit, but I don't have the time. I actually, in my other data, I got through the whole game without upgrading shit. So yeah, you can get through the whole game without upgrading anything. If you want to subject yourself to this stuff, don't upgrade it. You'll save a lot more money that way. And I'm just so over this shit right now. It's annoying. The music is good. The graphics are beautiful. Snow is I like his character design. Vanilla's weird, but she should be the main character. The battle system sucks ass. The ending is pretty good. That's all I have to say. Fang gets angry enough to inadvertently summon Bahamut, the king of dragons. For no real reason, actually. She just gets angry because she doesn't want to go with everyone else. So she summons Bahamut, the king of dragons, and you have to fight him, of course, because he's an Eidolon. When you beat him, he turns into kind of airship thingy. It's not really an airship, but it's not an airship technically. Bahamut's another one of those Eidolons where it seems like the only real strategy to beat him is to turn the battle speed to slow. I didn't stand a chance otherwise, and now I actually have a fighting chance. So after walking down a magical path of seamen, the Lassie find an airship.
Look at that!
Wait, hold on. An airship? Seriously? What's an airship doing there? Who is tending these things? Why are these airships just lying around waiting to be found in working enough condition that they can just get it started with absolutely no keys or any kind of hijacking equipment? I mean, seriously, this is too convenient even for me. I can't get into this at all. Hope soliloquizes about hope, pretty much. And it's really long drawn out and oh my god, shut the fuck up. This game is also colorful and everything is so saccharine and like you can do anything if you just believe, and it's kind of like a Disney movie. It really is, and even some Disney movies are darker than this. And it just feels like they're kind of trying to mesh realistic and dark, gritty stuff, as you can see from the beginning of the game, with ideas about hope and everything being happy and everything working out in the end, which you can see at the end of the game, and it just doesn't go very well together at all. And I think that's one of the reasons why I can't get into the story of this game, because I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's gonna try to go the dark, gritty route, like with Saj and his suicidal episode, or if it's going to go to the happy route, like for pretty much the entire game. The airship crashes, of course, and then everyone's floating through the sky, and Thing has summoned Bahamut to save them, and it just shows off how beautiful this game is. It's really so amazingly beautiful, and it's a shame that the game isn't as good as it could have been. So after fucking forever, you finally arrive at Grand Pulse, which is the best place in the entire game. The main area of Grand Pulse, the Arcalite Steppe, I believe, is one huge field, which you can do pretty much anything in. You can fight monsters, ride chocobos, and it's actually really, really, really fun and beautiful, and I love it. It's very reminiscent of the Calm Lands from Final Fantasy X, though that's not the only thing, I suppose. When you start off in Grand Pulse, Hope hits his head and dies. Oh, you wish. Instead, he hits his head and then he gets all sad and shit and summons Alexander. When you beat Alexander, he turns into a castle, which just goes with the whole saying, a man's hope is his castle. Not gonna count that because I really don't care. Later, Vanille talks to Fang about their old focus, and Fang admits to Vanille that she knew that Vanille was lying, and Vanille says that she lied about, I don't know, apparently they lied themselves into some sort of singularity, and now everything that they say is the truth, no matter what it used to be. So Vanille summons Hecaton Kier, totally contrived sequence. Anyway, when you beat Hecaton Kier, he turns into some thing with cannons. I'm not really sure what it is, but it reminds me a lot of Riku's special dress figure from Final Fantasy X-2. Again, a lot of things remind me of Final Fantasy X and X-2. But even one of the thing's special moves reminds me of Riku's Vajra. So Hope explains that the Eidolons show up when the l'Cie are at the lowest point, because they're trying to put you in a life or death situation so that you can overcome them and pretty much show that you can beat this life or death situation. And if you can do that, then you can do your focus. What the fuck? What if you die? What then? What do they do after you die? They're really fighting to kill you. Do the Eidolons not know mercy? I mean, seriously. What happens if you die in the whole life or death challenge shit? Then you fail your focus only because your Eidolon, who's supposed to be helping you, fucking killed you. Great job there. And I don't think bashing someone upside the head would help them break out of depression anyway. It doesn't work that way. What bothers me most about Pulse is that it has the same exact save points as the one that you find on Cocoon. And these save points have stores in them, so how do you access the items in the store? Do they have to ship them to you, or is it transported to you somehow? Because doesn't it raise a red flag when the person sees hey, you're ordering some of these things? I mean, hey, Bob, what do we have in shipments for today? Oh, well, we have some shipments for swords that turn into guns, boomerangs, talismans, lances that break apart in the middle, wand thingies, and pistols. Why do the pistols come in pairs? Who wants lances that break apart in the middle? Who orders talismans and boomerangs and swords that transform into guns? Who else orders this stuff? And does it not raise a red flag when you're shipping them to Grand Pulse of all places, a place that you had a war with and everyone is freaking afraid of? Does it not? Is there no monitoring of these shipments? So eventually you run into Sarah, who turned out to be a projection by Bartandalus. I don't know how he did that. Again, mind tricks, whatever. You have to fight him again. Ding. And then an airship appears and you have to take it, and it takes you back to the Sanctum. So when the l'Cie make it to Sanctum, it literally gets invaded by everyone. But the weirdest part is that Bartandalus said that it was pretty much things were going batshit insane because he stepped down and he appointed a l'Cie or something as the Primarch, and everyone was going all crazy and everything. Meanwhile, when you get to the place, they're having a freaking party. They're celebrating, and there's a bunch of motorcycle races going on, and for some reason the soldiers are there too, and I have no idea why this could be. Why would they need security during this race? Do you normally need security racing alongside the racers, mind you? Because they were on the track. Anyway, this is probably the coolest scene in the game. Despite the fact that it doesn't make any sense. After a while, you meet up with this guy named Rosh, who wants to basically kill the shit out of you. So he sicks this giant machine on you. All these pulse monsters start coming in, and the soldiers and everything. And then you meet up with Nora again, but really none of that matters because it's just adding closure to something that didn't matter to begin with. I'm pretty sure anyone who's gotten this far in the game has forgotten about Nora completely. So anyway, then you go a little bit farther and you fight Rosh again in that machine thing, ding, and then he dies, and you go on to
the void of no fucking return, which is the most annoying part of the entire game, and I thought it couldn't get any worse. But literally, you fight, and fight, and it just keeps changing, and so you're trying to go forward because that's the only direction you can go, and it just keeps changing, and the paths shift, and you have to keep going back and forth and fighting monsters that you already fucking fought before. The recycled boss counter is going through the roof for this place because you literally fight every boss that you fought before, and it's so freaking annoying.
Not just our future we're fighting for.
Finally, you get to Bartandalus, and I swear to God, nothing about this ending makes any fucking sense at all. You fight him, you fight Bartandalus again, ding. He gets drowned in a pool, and then he turns into Orphan, which is the person the Fal'Cie have to destroy in order to bring Cocoon's downfall. So Orphan tries to get them to destroy him, but he's fighting back for some reason. And then, oh my gosh, and then literally everyone turns into Seath and dies except for Vanilla and Fang. Literally, this happens. Everyone turns into Seath and they die. And then, I don't know, and then Fang turns into Ragnarok or something, and then Fang turns back, and then Orphan doesn't die, and then everyone comes back, and they say it was a Jedi mind trick, and they have a new focus to save the world. And then, oh my God, I have such a headache. Jesus, none of that makes any sense. And so, my biggest issue is, Orphan wants to be destroyed so he can bring Cocoon's downfall. Okay, got it. One, he's fighting back. Two, why are they still trying to destroy him? If they want to save the world, isn't the first step to not fight him? I mean, if it's your lives versus the lives of everyone on the frickin' planet, wouldn't you try to save everyone on the frickin' planet? Especially if that's what they want to do. That's what they keep saying. They want to save the world. So, why not just give up, stop fighting him, turn into Seath or whatever, and die? Then risk fighting this guy and fulfilling your focus, which is to destroy the world. So they end up fighting him, they beat him or whatever, and the world gets destroyed. Oh, wow! So Cocoon falls out of the sky or something. I don't really know how that whole orbitary system works. But anyway, it falls out of the sky, and then that's pretty much the end of the game. Vanilla and Fang turn into Ragnarok, and they somehow manage to form into a crystal pillar. I'm not sure how they knew how to do this. But I actually really like the ending of Final Fantasy XIII. As much shit as I give it, it's not as powerful as Vanilla Sage theme, but it's actually really good. It gives a lot of closure. Too bad it doesn't matter, because Final Fantasy XIII 2 just says to hell with all that. So, see you then.